It's important to note that there are no two estate plans that are the same. Estate planning, why is it called planning? It's called planning because it's a plan based on a person's or a couple's individual situation. When a potential client calls our office, we speak with them, we get an idea of what they're looking to do and why they called us in the first place, and we send them out typically a planning survey, which essentially asks them for their names, addresses, so on and so forth. It asks them for their family tree, how it's comprised, and what their assets are.
We like to break the planning into two components. One is essential planning, and then the other part is more advanced planning. And essential planning consists of three components. The first are two documents which are of paramount importance while you're alive. That would be a power of attorney, and the other document would be a healthcare proxy. With the power of attorney, the reason that you need one is because if there comes a time where you become disabled, you suffer a medical condition such as a stroke, and you're unable to manage your financial affairs, you want to appoint someone with legal authority to do so. Otherwise, your loved ones, your friends are left with one option, and that's they would have to go into guardianship court to have a guardian appointed over you in order to manage and assist you with your financial affairs. That can take anywhere from 6 months to a year, and the cost is tens of thousands of dollars usually, all paid from your assets. The other document is, look, if you cannot make medical decisions for yourself, a doctor, a nurse, a medical provider is always going to talk to the patient. But if you can't communicate or you're incompetent to do so, then the doctor is going to want to turn to your healthcare proxy. Now, under New York State, by law, your next of kin is your proxy. Right? So if you're married, your spouse is your proxy. Okay. But if you don't have a spouse, then it could be your children. You may not want that. And certainly in this instance, you really want one person in charge because there could be disagreement, right? So with that, it's of paramount importance to name, one proxy for your medical decision, an alternate, maybe a third alternate. Whereas with the power of attorney, you can have co-agents to assist you with your financial affairs. And then the third or component of the healthcare proxy package would be a living will, or more bluntly defined as your end-of-life directions. We're always going to recommend that you have a will in place as part of the three components of essential planning. But more advanced planning is really for avoiding probate court.
Essentially, we look at the plan and our fees are based on what we are going to do for the clients. We never base our fees on the assets unless we're doing estate tax planning. And estate tax planning involves much more complicated planning, and of course it involves assets.